Hello, techies. Welcome back to kaetalkstech. I'm Kay. Let's talk tech. So today I want to continue with the theme of finding work and talking about what happens when you're looking for consulting work. Right? Some of you don't want to take consulting work because it's not as stable and you can be let go at any time. It's not that you're permanent employer cannot do that. But I get it. You feel more comfortable you to go with what you know. I get that. Um, but in a market like this, if you're not working, it's better for you to take a contract and then keep looking while you're working the contract because for some weird like to hire people who are already working. I don't know. I guess they feel like if you're not working, nobody wants you. Even in the worst of economies or job markets, these are some old things that somebody made up once that people hold on to. And the thing about contract work is it doesn't all have to be exactly temporary work, it could be contract to hire. So that's one thing that you can look for. The contractor tells you, with the exception of money, discuss in your interview with the hiring manager because consulting companies sometimes outright lie because they feel they need to do that to make that placement. And then sometimes they are just dealing with so many different things. They get requirements mixed up and they get jobs, crossed in their minds, and they just give you the wrong information very innocently. So you can always check with them. And if the hiring manager balks at it, just say, look, you know, consulting companies are not the most reliable. Sometimes, they deal with a lot of people. They get things mixed up or crossing their minds. So I just want to make sure that the job I'm here to discuss with you is the job that I think I'm pursuing. That's all. And I'm not going to bring up money. Okay. So you could do a contract to hire. And don't assume that everybody is looking for a contract to hire and there's a possibility of being hired. So let me put it to you like this. Selling is an emotional situation, okay? The best sales come from when you have some emotion around making that purchase. And the consulting company, every recruiter at a consulting company thinks that they're the greatest salesperson that ever lived. So they want you to have that emotion. So if it's not there, they're going to make it up. Not all of them, but some of them. So they will tell you that the contract is longer than it is. Most of them don't do that because it makes them look bad to their clients that are paying them, right? But they will do that sometimes. I guess it depends on how hungry they are. And, the market is not good for them either right now. So you just have to double check. If you have specialized skills, you can make a killing, okay? So one recent job I'm seeing is for a business analyst that knows regulatory reporting. Regulatory reporting is always very popular and it's not going anywhere. Okay. That can be triple digits per hour. Okay. So, or if you're a developer with machine learning and large language model and, AI skills, that can be very lucrative too. The BAs that have AI, I'm starting to see that more often now. So, product manager, if you're a BA or a product owner, you should be working towards product manager because that's where the more lucrative roles are. But for most of those roles, you're going to have to learn marketing, and it's tough to get your first job because who wants to trust you with marketing their product when you haven't done it before, right? So, it's a little bit of a got you, but you can figure it out. Um, so yeah, don't sleep on the contract because it could be contract to hire, but just double check everything that the recruiter tells you with the people who are actually making the hire. And, sometimes they don't want to really tell you when the contract ends. Oh, it's long term. Long term is not a number. I need the number. Oh, well, you could be there for years, right? But when does the contract renew? See, that's another little trick. And you know what? I'll probably do a separate video on that. The one thing they do that I really hate is when they offer you a really ridiculously low rate and then they tell you, oh, well, it's remote, so the rate is low. No, that's not true. I've had remote jobs. The highest rate I ever had in my entire career was a remote job. So, no. No, that's not true. That is greedy companies. And I said to the recruiter, yeah, well, I don't really think that's true. And he sat there looking stupid with nothing to say. So, yeah. The consulting company recruiters can really be annoying and frustrating, but if it's a good job and the rate is good, and maybe has that element of contract to hire that you want, go for it anyway, because you only have to deal with the recruiter for a limited amount of time. Okay. Now, next thing is, oh man, I lost my train of thought. Something about the things that they kind of try to tell you, but not tell you. Well, you know what? I'll just put it in the next video. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for now. It must not have been important since it came and went that quickly. And like the video, follow the channel, both on YouTube and TikTok, and share the video with somebody, and then come back and let's talk tech again. Bye.